So hi all, it's been a long time. It's been about 6 months since we last recorded, and that was on our wedding. Was the last video we put up. So we're still happily married and still cruising around. We left Warwick and went round the Coventry Canal and that up into Birmingham, up onto the Birmingham Fazeley Canal. Along there, up Perry Bar, which was quite arduous. We got stuck. I had to get the CRT out, but we got there in the end. And then onto the Tame Valley, and then went to the end of the Tame Valley to the pump out at Ocker Hill, and turned around after the pump out failed. So I put 2 blocks of pump out in and got rid of about a quarter of a tank out my tank. So, but it's kept us going this far. And I bought an electric Blackwater waste pump now with a masticator it built into it as well, and that just screws into the top. So I've not tested it yet, and it'll put it down a nose pipe sort of size. So it'll re-massicate it because we've got a masticated toilet anyway, and we're going to try that out today. So we're currently now been here for a week, and we're at Chasewater on the Anglesey Basin, and it's been absolutely beautiful. The weather's been beautiful, which obviously always helps, but just the scenery around here and everything is absolutely gorgeous. So but it's time to leave. We've been here a week now, and we're going to go around and carry on round towards Wolverhampton, and yeah, it's going to be a lovely day's cruising today. I took the car forward yesterday and cruised some of it back. I think there's a Cannock extension, I think it's called, goes up from the canal. We're going to have a look up there, and up to the Winding Hole at least, and then more up there as well, either tonight or tomorrow. Stop at the services, may decide to stay by the services, and then on. But it's beautiful canal up there. So and hardly used, unfortunately, by boaters, but it should be, because it's some of the most beautiful canal I've ever seen. So anyway, here we are back again, hopefully regularly now. I don't really want to go into why I stopped, but you know, sort of just a bit of life getting on top of you and stuff like that, and I just needed a bit of time to myself. And but Syl's itching to get back online as well, so she'll be back later. And she's been doing TikTok and things like that very successfully, far more successfully than I do YouTube, I can tell you that. So hit that subscribe button, people. I'm getting shown up here. So anyway, we're going to get ready now and reverse out of here, and it's very weedy behind me, so I'm going to try and turn the boat around without clogging up the prop too much, so we can get on. And but it's going to be a day of weed hatch, as it so often is in Birmingham. But still looking forward to the cruise. The weather's beautiful. We could do with some rain actually again, couldn't we? I mean, we're all moaning about it at the beginning of the month. It never stops raining all year, but now the Chasewater reservoir is extremely low, and it's looking like the BCN might run out of water again by the end of the year. So we're going to head on down, and we've got to decide whether we go straight down the Wolverhampton locks or we go to Tipton and the Black Country Museum and then back again, or even go to Tipton Black Country Museum and then down through the Neverton Tunnel and along the Dudley canals. But we'll see where we get to, and so will you. All right, so I'm going to get ready and go, and catch you later, probably with Syl then. Right then, so as we always do, and we're off, leaving the beautiful Chasewater reservoir behind. Got to get out through these weeds first. Which I'm pretty well hoping we can do without having to go down a weed hatch again, but it might not be that likely. Let's put it on there. Hello, Smozzo. There's Moz come to join me. Captain Moz. So I'm taking it nice and slowly. I've just got the boat in motion. And I'm just trying to glide through these sections of thick weed backwards, because particularly in reverse, it just sucks it in and wraps it around your prop. So if I can get away from this stuff and give it a berth when we're away from it, I can see in front of me, it's quite a clear section there. Let's give it a burst here. Take it off again. Well, this tree seems to be a nice clear patch. You can't see it because you're looking forward, aren't you? So turn you around. So yeah, I'm reversing up just by this. There's a clear patch of weed, or a patch clear from weed just here. So I'm hoping I'll be able to use this patch here to get round at least part way. There we go. I've lost one of the covers. We got rammed on the way here by a bloody hire boat there, trying to pull away from the bank in forwards. And of course, the boat steers from the back, so it was just steering against the bank. So to compensate, he just put more and more and more revs on and rammed us full throttle right in the front of our boat. Glanced right around the edge, but he ripped the cover off, and I didn't notice that straight away. But there's like a grate covering on the bow thruster, which stops weed and stuff getting sucked in. And it's got a bit of a daft design, granted, but it's got a bolt either side, a stud with a bolt on either side to hold it in place. And he ripped the front one off, so it was sticking out at an angle. And then subsequently, I couldn't get the other one off because it was bent as well. But subsequently, that has been pulled off. It caught in something on the way, unsurprisingly. And yeah, so that's going to boat out of the water, get that fixed. It's probably 700 quid worth of damage, and he just drove off. You know, it's great, isn't it? But they just think they do think it's a contact sport, you know. They just think it's funny when boats collide, playing dodgems. But you know, this is my home, and that was his. That was just a lump of metal to him that he hired for a week, and at the end of the week he'll take it back, you know. And it's left me with a big problem that my bow thruster is pretty much in the canals as they are now, inoperable. I still can use it in an emergency, but I do run the risk of getting it all clogged up and burning the electric motor out. So that's going to have to come out of the water, which is about 500 quid in and out, or out and in, sort of thing. And then yeah, and then get that done. There's a few other jobs I do, I think, while it's out, but I wasn't planning on doing that this year. But it's put more urgency on it. Anyway, enough moaning about that. That's just those things happening, I suppose. Shouldn't be, but it is. Trying to leave these lilies in place here. Just glide over them with a prop. Just before these weeds, stick it in forward. And hopefully, get around here. Fairly sharpish, fairly soon. Yeah, it's looking good now. I can reverse in the way I came out. Run away then. Well, a bit close now to this big bank of weeds. Am I gonna? No, just gonna spot a bullet in it. This is gonna be a weed hatch job. Mistimed it. Oh no, well. Hopefully, won't be too bad. See how we get. Just patience in it. Till we get out again. Let it drift now. Sometimes weed blows off your weed hatch. Yeah, off the prop. A bit forward and a bit reverse when you find some clear water. And other times it doesn't. It's just round too many times. This weed is particularly bad. There's different sorts of weed, obviously. And this is particularly bad for actually wrapping itself around your prop. Try and get clear of this and then back down again. Labours the engine a lot, you know, if you just run it with a load of weed everywhere. So let's just get clear of this and then have a look down there. Yeah. There we go, but beautiful settings, as I'm sure you can see, on a beautiful day, and hey, now we're off. Yeah, the props are not sending water backwards again at the moment, which means it's done a weed hatch job, I'm afraid. It's chopping up lots of weed though, so I might get it off. Let's have a look. Oh, it's really laboured now. We get backwards a little bit. That might help. Just let me drift backwards into there. Blow as much out as I can. Oh, I think this place looks quite good, if I can get it going. So as good as it's going to get. There's not enough boats turning here, you see how much I've chopped up of this weed. And if it was regularly used, then the weed would be kept down when the boats turn and go. So, as it's not, there's not enough boat traffic to do that. Still, get out of here before I do the weed hatch, and then yeah, it's looking better. So I'll just get out of this weediness and it'll be down the weed hatch. This is a big old dragonfly. There's some fantastic dragonflies kicking around at the moment. I think that's cleared it actually, for a big part anyway. I could see a big lump of twisted weed come out the back, sort of the stems, and bit of reverse, bit of forward, and it's thrown it off by the look of it. At least some of it, certainly sounded better and less laboured. Well, let's see what happens. Try that again. Yeah, and again. So I think with a bit of perseverance that might get away with the weed hatch. That should be nice. So I think silver will be up in a minute, but anyway, that's us leaving. I'll turn you around up for a little view. And, just how stunning it is. And yeah, I've been up, I think it's called the Wryley and Essington canal we're going on to now. This is obviously the Chase branch. And no, sorry, we're going to the Chase branch. This is the Chasewater branch, and or the Anglesey branch. And down this, turn right, and we're stopping off at Tesco's and the services where there's bins and pump out and everything. I'll check out my new poo pump, as I said before. Hopefully that'll be really nice and work well. It saved me a fortune, because it's 20-25 quid for a pump out, you know. And if we can just stick the nose pipe down an Elson point and pump it out with that, then firstly there's far more Elson points than there are pump out stations, and secondly they're free, so that'll be very good. Anyway, it looks like we're motoring now, I think, hopefully. Let's see how it looks. You can always see out the back, probably said this before, but not for a few months obviously, but you can see out the back the shape of the water coming off the prop. If there's stuff right around the prop, it sort of all just comes out sideways, and when the prop's nice and clear, you get a nice, like a thin cone shape coming off the back of the prop, which is obviously driving you forward far better than the water coming off sideways. We've got plenty of weed wrapped around the rudder by the look of it, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, here we go, look. There's some more moorings there that we can moor up. I think, I don't know, actually that's an overflow, isn't it? I don't know if you can moor up on that. I'm sure people do though. Not much in the way of here. Ooh, sit myself up on the little chair. Yeah, that looks pretty clear to me at the back here. This is great news. Clear enough for now. Generally, if you just pick up weed, you can throw it off. It's when you pick up like fishing line and bits of rope and stuff like that, you can't throw that off, and it's and it because that wings round, it picks up a load more stuff with it, like, rather than it just going smashing through the prop. You know, the weed and that getting chopped up, so it gets picked up by the bit of rope and pulled in. You often find there's a bit of rope or something mixed in with the weed when you have to go down. But it's looking quite good now, actually. and I'm making good forward headway, so that's nice. So here we go. Right. Yeah, let's get down here. And away. Well, a quick drink of water. It's 32 today, and that's hot. Maybe, you know, the boat, it bears your hands up touching the boat. So, I've got some new camping roof fans, rechargeable camping roof fans. We've got those up in the living area, and 2 of them, and they make an enormous difference. And the batteries seem to last really well in them. So it lasted all day yesterday. It was only down 1 dot of 3, so that was very good. And they're absolutely gorgeous on a hot day. Just sitting under them, they've really helped in the boat. We got in where we were sat this morning, and we got them out, put them on, and the instant difference was incredible. We both went, ah. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't buy them last year when we had all that heat. But these things come to you, don't they? And you think, yes. There's old chutes here. I think you've just seen them. We're just going past them. There's 2 chutes where they used to load, I presume, coal. Yeah, it was a coal mine here, so they used to load coal onto boats here. They just bung the coal on or shovel it on in the days when men used to work hard, and it would go into the boat, get towed off on the boat. That's what the canals are for. The bit at the top was for turning the boats around. Beautiful flowers as well this time of year, the wild flowers on the canal. We have long routes, get plenty of water. So in this drought conditions where everything's looking pretty arid, I think is the right word. Just at the side of the canals, it's all lush and green still, which is beautiful. Probably doesn't do the water levels in the canal any good more. That'll be the next thing. Yeah, I reckon this year again, if we don't get rain soon. I know the reservoir where we've just come from was well down. Oh, some big fish down there I could see. Further I can go around, you see, in the shade, just between the shade and of the bridge and the sunlight, in that sort of twilight area. That's where all the perch hang out. It's a good place to do the lure fishing. And pike as well, good pike around. But you shouldn't be pike fishing in this weather. It's too hot and it kills them because the water's too warm. And you catch them and they build up all this adrenaline and whatever in their bodies in this attack mode and the fight. And you put them back in, and because the water's so warm, they don't recover, and about an hour later they die. So it's a prolonged slow death for them. So it's quite important to leave them alone when the weather's hot like this. First little tree strike coming up here. I think it'll be alright though. Yeah, got it. Okay. On the camera. I haven't had the camera up for a few months. So. This national, we've just gone past this bridge here, and there's another sign just in front saying National Cycle Route 5. It's fantastic. There's pathways through woods and disused railways, lines, or embankments and stuff like that, you know. And I went to get the car the other day, and it was a good hour's journey on the bike, and only the last little bit I have to go on anywhere near roads. And it was a beautiful ride, it was. So I was really pleased with that. And yeah, the same when I've just moved the car away, so that we're driving towards the car now, and I did it yesterday, and that ride back as well was a bit down the towpath, and then I picked up this national cycle route number 5, and from there on in as well, it was all off road all the way back. It's beautiful. Hello, darling. Here comes Sylv. Look, she's just coming up. She hasn't got a microphone on though, so she won't. She'll have to borrow mine. Hold on a minute.
Hello.
It's pointing forwards.
Oh, okay.
You can point backwards if you like.
No, it's all right. Hope you guys are all right. Long time no see.
Hold on. You have to get there. You've got your face now.
Yeah. Hope you all are okay. Long time no see. Hopefully this is the start of our putting videos online again. Okay. Take care.
We got back forward. Off we go.
Send me the video.
I have a.
For use.
You got what?
For us to use.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is the life, Nick.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, this is much of a muchness now going down, as beautiful as it is. I'm going to switch off for a bit, and I'll catch you at the junction, I think. Yep, we're still bimbling along, still on the same arm. They've done a few bridges and aqueducts, had a few chats with some nice people on the way. It's amazing how talkative people are to boaters. It's two pedestrians see each other and just walk past and don't even try and ignore each other, pretending that each other's not there most of the time. But you get by the water, and particularly when you're a boater, everybody either waves at you, smiles at you, has a chat with you. Unbelievable. Just having a chat there with a bloke who was feeding his animals. I didn't see the animals, but he was getting some water in a bucket. She could have been there. And, I've got a licence to do this, for the CRT, and this, that, and the other. And he was telling us how he's been all down the towpaths on his motorbike. Not that you're supposed to go down towpaths on a motorbike, but he said he's been everywhere, all up to Gas Street Basin and all around there. He loves it. So that was nice. So yeah, we're still going across here. Bit of a narrowing here. Lots of bits, like this, where it's for the wildlife and stuff. And the fish love it as well. Reeds on both sides. Anything that's lacking up here is boats. So come on, boaters, if you watch this has been absolutely gorgeous. And as I said before, what I saw on my bike when I was coming back from moving the car up, it just gets better. So we'll catch you again when you see that, and hopefully I can inspire more people to start coming up the Wolverhampton flight and down to here and visiting Chasewater at the Anglesey Basin and other places along the Wryley and Essington, I think it's called, the canal. I'll confirm that later then. So, still on the same branch, and it's absolutely gorgeous all the way along here. Chatting to a load of people on the way down. There's people who just want to chat with you when you're on a boat. It's funny. Not particularly about the boat either. People just chat. People on the towpath all acknowledge you. It's really quite funny, really. See two pedestrians all cross each other and they try and ignore each other, in an awkward moment. So, funny that is. Never don't understand it. So just going under Anglesey Bridge. in front. So not too much further to the junction now. Here we go, as I said, just in front of us. It's the junction, and we'll be turning right at this junction. You alright, mate? Sorry to disturb. Hello, mate. Right, so that was Ogley Junction. Wasn't actually the main junction. It's just there's just a branch, I think, goes off up that way. It's no longer navigable, unfortunately. And down here. Water's looking good actually, not too weedy. I'm pleased about that. And there's weed in there, there's healthy weed there. There's bits and pieces of blanket weed knocking about, which is not good for the water or the boats or anything really. Definitely not good for the fish. It sucks all the oxygen out of the water. But it's broken up in little pieces along here, which is good. It's when you get big sort of sheets of it over the canal. That's really bad. That's really good. So, onwards. You can't go very fast down here, but why would you want to? It's gorgeous. Just go slow, take it all in. If you try and go fast, because it's quite shallow, in places quite narrow as well. You just dig in at the back, it gets called a ground effect. And you don't actually go slower than just going over a fast tick over kind of thing. And the other thing you do then is pull a load of weed up and that from the bottom, and any rubbish that's in the bottom, and it will get wrapped around your prop. So we're doing all right at the moment with the prop. A few bursts of reverse to try and chuck stuff off, but at the moment it is clearing itself when I need to do that, and looks good. So we're just going to crack on like this. So just on the junction behind us, you can see it behind us there, junction just behind us, that just see the arm of the bridge coming down anyway. And so now we're on new waters again, not been down here before. So, well, I've come down on me, but I've come back the other way on the bike I think, but not been down here on the boat before anyway. So yeah, new waters, here we come. and there they are. So lovely clear water, you know, for all these Birmingham canals. You can see right to the bottom. And, all the little fish darting about, and some bigger fish darting about as well. I was at the Chasewater right at the end there, and surprisingly, and it's a bit of a target of mine really, is to catch a tench, but on a hooked a tench on a size 18 hook, £2 line, and barbless hook at that, and played him for a bit, but eventually it was very weedy there, and he did me off in the weeds. And but then the next night I was fishing, and a tench twice the size of that one came up swimming around in front of me. I didn't catch it, but it was lovely to see because the water was clear, and you can see him quite clearly swimming around. That was nice. And in the mornings as well, we saw the little perch and rudd. There was a lot of rudd in there. So the perch and rudd swimming around. It's interestingly, when we got there, the water from the feed to the canals was flowing quite a little waterfall in front of us, and they came and they closed the sluice because the Chasewater is running out of water as well, I think. So they're trying to conserve water. So they came and they closed the sluice down, and the whole water changed. You know, all the little fish that were darting around in this aerated water all went off. So this morning there was far fewer fish there. So it just goes to show a little change makes a massive difference, doesn't it? So what the fish do and the behaviour of them and what they do. So coming up in front is I can see the bins and where we're going to moor up. Tesco's to the side of us now. So that'll be our next stop. There's some moorings here on the right, so I might reverse back and moor on those, I think, for tonight, and when we've done their services. A bit of traffic noise and stuff, but we'd probably just stay one if we stay. We'll probably just stay one night if we do, and then we're going to go on and up this arm, which goes nice and quiet and peaceful again. Which is, I think, it's the Cannock Chase arm. Next one we do. We're winding all about 2/3 of the way up, so we'll just wind there and come back down again. And that's where the car is anyway. Right then, there's a very flowery boat in front of us. Wow. Right, if we yeah, it'd be an easy reverse back onto these moorings once we've done the what we need to do. I wondered actually if I could actually wind the boat there. Might do. Turn it round. And then just wind it back again. I'll do that. If I do that, that will mean that the pump out's on the right side, and it will mean it's all pretty wide here, isn't it? I don't know if I'll be able to wind just like that actually. Let's have a look, let's just go up and have a look. It all seems pretty clear, the water. There's a slipway there now. I think that looks like a winding hole behind it, so I think we'll turn it round there. We can just reverse back and turn it again, can't I? When I want to. Yeah, let's do that. Cool, you lot there. Stuck on something there. Yeah. Get around it to us, man. Coming down there. I do. Just in. I do. Miles, in. Come on. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. So here we go. Let's get that on there. Oh, mostly, eh? That'll do, I suppose. Let's get that up. That'll do, look. Right, that'll do, Muzz. Hello, Dolly. I said, hello, Dolly. Oh, I forgot to put the thing on there, didn't I, last time I used it? I don't know where it is now, but there's a yellow one underneath the...
Right, have you got this? I was just holding it in so
I'm just doing it now.
you grab that, I've got another
It's in that little brown tray on the under the gunnel, you know, opposite the freezer or the fridge, whatever you want to call it. That'll do, mate. Cheers.
Right, I'm just holding these back though.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, don't worry. Oh, there's one on it. Anyway, this can go in the end again, so that'll be good. Right, here we go. Hello. Big Spotto. Right. CRT key, I think. You can get out that way. Yeah, it's open that way. I think you can. Oh, I think you can. Oh, maybe it's not. I don't know. No, it might be CRT key as well, mightn't it? CRT key as well. I need a CRT key now anyway. Hello. Just bang it on there for a minute. That's it. Right. There, like that. So, yeah, we should get that. That way. Oh, there we go. Let's see how far we can get with this. Oh, fucking hell, it's all the way around here, look. Back in again, isn't it? Is there any chance of that fucking reaching? No. Of course it's fucking not. Nowhere fucking near, look. Twat of a thing. How fucking stupid. Okay. Oh, that's not bloody good, is it? I've got to get that up. Alright, let's stick it back on there. Yeah. So, okay. This is just get off of there for now. Okay, just keep coming up like this. I think over there just about. Oh, there we are. Look, still recording here. It is me. Look, I'm just getting ready to try this new. I bought this pump for the pump out. Of course, the hose don't reach. I've got 15 metres of hose, thinking, oh, that'd be enough. But it's all the way down there, around the corner, and back in the building again. So we're going to have to use a cassette and pump it into a cassette, and then empty the cassette. So that's what I'll try and do, and see how far we get with that. Could be just the job. Anyway, I won't expose you to the intricate details of that. So we've pulled up and done our services now. Well, filled it with water, and I tried this pump I'd bought, hoping it would. It's like an electric pump that screws into the pump out hole, for want of a better word. It all looked very promising, and it says it's got a 5-foot lift on it, but it didn't even prime the pump. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to be a goer. So I'm going to try and send that back, because it did say it had a 5-foot lift on it, and I'm only asking 5 foot really. So but if it won't prime, if it won't prime at sort of 3 or 4 foot, then it's not going to do the job. So that's no good to me, which is a shame, because if it had worked, it would have been brilliant, because it meant I could have used the Elson points to do my own pump out in. So anyway, that's disappointing, but hopefully I will have no trouble returning the items, or the item. I'll probably keep the hose, and that'll put the end of that, I'm afraid. Disappointed, as you can tell. But Sill's gone over to Tesco's, which is literally just over the road from where these services are. The water's full up now, so that's cool. The sun's still shining. And I'm going to, I've got to turn the boat round, because I turned it round to more up here on this side. There's plenty of room to turn here, so I'll turn the boat round again as soon as Sill gets back, and we'll go on to where we're going to moor for the night. I was sort of thinking maybe stop here, but it looks like quite a lot of footfall, and yeah, it's not that pleasant really. So I think we'll go to a more rural and peaceful place tonight. No point really staying here. We got hours of cruising weather still, so and daylight. So let's get on. Okay, and away from the road noise as well, and to where the car is. So let's get all that done, and I'll catch you later when we're on the way. So yeah, we've done our services, and unfortunately that pump that I bought didn't work, so that's going back, and looks like I'll be going for the more expensive option, the Nissan one. Hopefully that will work. That says it's got a 3 metre lift on it, so that should work easy, and it's a lot more money, but 5 times as much, more than 6 times as much. But if it works, isn't it? And with the pump out costs being what they are, firstly it'll soon pay for itself, and secondly it'll be a lot less if you can sort of pump out to an Elson point rather than to go to an actual pump out station. Means we'll find more of them, and the Elson points are free, so in both ways it'll sort of pay for itself. So I think that's a sensible thing to do. So yeah, we're back on this lovely canal, going down to the next arm. We're going to go up the arm. There's about 2/3 of the way up, there's a windy knoll. We turn around at that windy knoll, come back down the arm a ways, and I've got the car parked on one of the bridges. I think just past that bridge there's a pub as well, and it looked like it had a really nice wide towpath. So we'll have a look on the way up, see if we can find places to moor, and how well it looks, and then moor up wherever we found on the way back. That's the plan. So sun's still shining, and sail's here as well now. Really good. So still trundling along. Nice clear water. So you can just see all the fish swimming about, which is really interesting. Just instead, I think it was probably a pike. It was a big fish at the side of the boat, just in front of us here. And he wasn't very happy that we bothered him. We stir up quite a lot of the silt, you know, when we're just with the water displacement. And yeah, it wasn't happy, chappy. Stormed off with a big splash. But, I presume it was a pike, but it might not have been there. And yeah, we're still going down. Wouldn't believe really, would you? We were in quite a urban kind of an area here, really, and we wasn't in the middle of the countryside. Yeah, it's gorgeous. So focus on what I'm doing now, getting to this bridge, right, crashing into it. Jolly Collier, this bridge is called. I don't know why. They don't have numbers here, they all have names. Quite funny. So we're off for a weed hatch expedition. I've been throwing it off quite successfully, but we just went through a very weedy shallow patch, and I can't get it off, so I'm going to have to get down here. Try not to burn myself on the exhaust. It's always the risk when the engine's off. But it's not working anymore, and all it does is overload the gearbox and overload the engine and stuff. So it's not worth risking hundreds of pounds worth of damage, even thousands, for the sake of getting it out. Yeah. So here we go. Right, let's get down here then. One leg in there, one leg in there, narrowly avoiding that exhaust pipe, which has got lagging on it, but it's still bloody hot. You can't see what I'm doing here anyway, but anyway, I'm just gonna, I should pull that out first, really. Hold on, just get this out, my storage boxes, and then let's have this out. Okay, lift that out like that. Nice. And oh yes, there it is. Yeah, there's plastic and stuff around there as well as weed. That's why it's not clearing anymore. Some bits of plastic bag, etc. in it. So just take my hat off. And now. Yes, it's weed in fairness, which is good. It's nice and easy. Well, there you go, that's what, it's always something like that, a bit of cloth, a bit of old t-shirt or something, and that's what starts it off. That gets wrapped around the prop shaft, and it starts whizzing around, making a turbulence, sucks everything else in with it. There's the sound. And that's why it wouldn't throw off. On that. Yeah, more plastic, look. So, here we go. That's about the last of it. Prop shaft looks nice and clean and shiny now. Okay, and the front is nice and clean. Yeah, that's it all gone. Nothing else on it. Good. Okay. Happy with that. So we're about to go. hat on, storage box in, gloves down, put the deck back together, and we're off again. And hopefully, and it looks like we're pretty good actually, I haven't drifted into shallow water full of weed again. Just to get you a load of weed around you, prop, trying to get out of the way you've just got into. Right, here we go. Like that and that. It's down. That's good. And board back on. Oh, I'll tell you what, before I put the board back on, always do a check. Yeah, let's check it's not leaking. Put the board back on then. I'm just going to. There we go. Board back on there. Okay. Right. So there we are, off again. That's always the difficult bit, is getting away without without fouling your prop up again. But I think we've done all right there. And we're not near a bridge or anything, so there's not so much plastic. If there's anything around there now, it'll just be bleeding. Hopefully throw off if I want it to. Alright, there we go. Just like that. Oh, that water in that bowl was actually hot, like a cup of tea hot from the sun. Anyway, so we're on our way again, still trolling down this beautiful canal. It's in front of us, and hopefully we'll get to the junction quite soon. I could go have a look on my phone, I suppose, but hey, doesn't really matter, does it? Is what it is. See you soon. Yeah, so that was fun. I picked up a whole sort of horseshoe-shaped fender from the normally on the front of a boat light, and looks like it's on a plastic boat with the screw fittings that were on it and a load of that cheap blue rope holding it on, and that was all wrapped around my prop. So it's just took me a good 20 minutes, half an hour to get that off, and hopefully now we'll get where we need to be, and before I have to go down there again. Because it's starting to not be that funny anymore. I know it's part of it, but twice is enough. I keep burning my elbow as well on there. There's a big silencer there right by the weed hatch. I keep burning my elbow on it. But is yeah, I've got 4. Every time I touch it, got my elbow. Oh well, that's life, isn't it? So we're just going around the junction now, and family of swans here. Just give them some bread. Yeah, mateys. If we're going to make this in one, obviously I'm not. Bit of Belfast there to the rescue. It's alright going that way because it blows any crap out the hole. It hasn't got the cover on it. Then we're going to go up this arm, as you can see in front. Wow, it's dead straight look up them bridges. There's a tiny little, obviously it was a toll booth place or something, or weighing station or whatever. And oh, it's narrow to get in. We're going to have to go up there. Then up this arm to the window knoll. Back down again. It's alright, mateys. Right, here we go. Out the weed out again. Look at that in front, look. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Put the camera a bit higher. That's better, I think. See how straight that is down there. Whew. Lot of force here. Alright. Just fit through these, you do. Cut them inches each side. That was the idea, see? So I could stop your boat and get on both sides and measure it and stuff. Measure the depth and this, that and the other. So these houses would have been there instead of the guy who did the measuring would have lived there. There we go. So this is likely to be weedy up here because I just think very few boats come this way. But anyway, we'll see how we get on. Not in a rush. If it's just weed, I can normally get it thrown off. Hopefully, we'll be alright. Yeah, it's going to be slow going this. Anyway, we're on it now, so this extension there and back to how far it is. You know, it's funny that they put these little blue signs on these bridges saying the bridge name, and there's the old cast iron sign underneath, just looking rusty. Right. Instead of painting the old cast iron sign with a bit of black and white paint, they'd rather screw on new plastic signs. Seems a bit weird to me. That one's got a new sign on this side of it as well. I don't know. Yeah. 20 things we've done. I've done them all the bridges as well, I can see. It's lovely along here though, and it's slow going, but getting there, you know. We're getting up there, that's the main thing. Got that green bridge. Nice bit of brickwork in that. It's well solid, doesn't it? So this is Wryley Grove, is it? Wryley Grove Bridge. Anyway, this is where I parked the car, just along here. So this is where we'll moor up, somewhere by this bridge. It's pretty cool. So we're going to go up here. Yeah, Wryley Grove Bridge. So I'm going to go up here, and not too far up here is a winding hole, or a place where you can turn around anyway. Get to that, turn around, come back to here, and more up just across this bridge. And go and see if the car's okay. I've just managed to, I found a deeper bit of water that was not weedy, and I've just managed to clear the prop by giving it a good burst of reverse, a good burst of forward. And that shunts loads of water through the weed hatch. And it's absolutely clean now, so you can tell that by the shape of the water coming off the back, as I said, and just how fast we're going as well. We're only doing like about 1400 RPM, and we're whizzing along, so that's really good. So hopefully this bit it'll stay like this until we get up, turn around, come back, and that'll be grand. Nice easy end to the day. That's a very welcome bit of shade and breeze along here from these trees. This is lovely. It's been a scorcher today. I can see a heron flying in front of me, and a gaggle of geese. Loads of them. There's loads of geese down here. Back in their families. They don't seem to be bothered by the heron. We'll get along very nicely by the time. So it's just up here. It's a bit of windy now. We're not quite at it yet. And when we get to that, we turn around, come back down, find somewhere to moor up. Somewhere by the bridge. Somewhere along here might be nice as well. Yeah. It's going to be on pins, but I'll quit, whatever. So. What's this? Land hill. Possible flammable gases. Alright. Maybe a landfill site there beside us, for look at it then. Possibly producing methane. Look at it. There we go. Gaggle of geese, look. I bet they don't all fly off when I get to anywhere near them. Not like the heron does. Oh, this is nice canal up here, having fought through that weedy bit. This is nice and deep and wide and clean. So that's nice. There they are, all the geeses. There's one little one there that looks like it doesn't belong. I know there's two of them. Oh, they're just slightly different geeses. I don't know. There's two of them there that look different to the rest. I think they're quite sociable creatures though, the geese. And they look after each other and look after each other's babies and families and all sorts. Quite nice to see. They're certainly the better of the parents that you see on the canal. Ducks are awful to each other. Nasty creatures. Got a good life being a duck, especially a female duck in breeding season. Oh, where the behaviour that goes on there. Often ends in the female duck being killed as well, drowned by a gang of males, rapists. Anyway, to describe it really, violent and it's nasty. So, it'll put you off ducks for life, that can. Anyway, I see there's another bit with a tree hanging over it, so I'll just get off here and catch up the window. Well, I can see there's some fishermen down here, so I'm not going to ruin their day. I'll go as slow as I can. Take the revs off so I don't churn it up too much. And hopefully up here, this is, I think, where we have to turn around actually. Something will piss him off, that though. Yeah, I think this is where we have to turn around in here. Let's try the second one. Or the first one, I don't know. You alright, mate? I'm going to churn it up a bit, I'm afraid. I hope that's alright. So there we are, turned around, now looking for a mooring. Felt a bit bad about mucking all that water up for that guy fishing, but looks like he's just setting up and he'll be there for a while, so it seems settled down hopefully. Well, we're moored up. Syl's in the background there, you can see it, just walking the dog, and it's lovely. This is really peaceful mooring. There's no boats come up here hardly, so we're on pins, but you know, it doesn't really matter, does it? And away from the traffic, there's a bridge just in front where I've parked the car yesterday, so we're close to the car as well, which is great. And stay here for a few days, I reckon. Sylvia was very happy when she saw it, so we'll stop here and see what we can do. So that's us signing off then for now, I think. Syl's made toad in the hole, which we're going to eat in a minute, which would be nice. And then we'll have some dinner and have lots and lots to drink again. I've already drank 3 litres at these Highland Spring bottles. It just comes straight out here again, doesn't it? Anyway, that's us, and we'll see you when we do something else interesting. Catch you later. So there you go. This was the round the prop collection. Look at that great big fender thing. That was right in behind the prop with the other ropes wrapped around it, about five or six times, and all mangled up and chewed up. I had to cut it in 2 places to get it off, but we got it out in the end. That was hard work, that one was. But there you go. That's what the weed hatch is for, isn't it? Not so much for weed, but for human-made junk. So there you go. So we're just setting off here on the Cannock extension. We stayed one night and decided, well, we went and had a look round at what's the name of the place now? Boxwitch. I think it's Boxwitch, and it's our next stop. It looks really nice there, and we've had a chat with a guy, a CRT guy over there, and he said we can just stay on the service point there. There's no boats around at the moment, so that'll be fine. And there's secure parking in there as well, so we can. He said we can go and use that. Or also chatted to one of the residents there, and they said, yeah, they've not got a problem. So pretty good. So here we are, just heading on back down the Cannock extension canal now, and back down onto the Wryley and Essington. Car's still here at this bridge just in front. Been out in that this morning. I'll come back probably later on this evening actually when it cools down to get that. Just bring it up to where we are, or maybe early in the morning. We'll see. Just when it's not quite so hot, it'd be nice on the bike. Moz is out on the poop deck here. As soon as we move, he has to come out and explore what's going on. There you go, just see the back of the car there by that bridge, look. Be a nice little bike journey anyway back to here. Right, so catch you at the junction, I think. Yeah, again, it's beautiful, dead straight as a die canal. And down here, and all the bridges going across it. Looks quite cool, actually. See the one bridge behind the other behind the other. I love it. So not far to the junction now. And we're back on the, we call it the main line. It's also not very well used, and actually this bit of canal seems to be in better nick and less weed than parts of that canal. So we'll see how we get on. Hopefully things will get better and better now. So we're just coming up to the junction now, and it's been pretty weedy just on the run up to it. Most of it's been alright, but just this bit here is really weedy, so I'm going to have to stop in the junction. We've got this really narrow bit, I showed you on the way up, and yeah, so gonna just stop in here and down a weed hatch, clear it. May as well, it's a convenient place to do it. I'm sure it won't be the last time today I'm going to do it, but there we go. There's a lot of weed in these things because they're not hardly used. So you'll see, just turn that round. And it off my face. Hopefully it will. I don't think it will, just tracks my face. You'll see one of the joys of boating, I don't know what that was, little magnet I think, is getting down this weed hatch. I think I've, here we go, it's got me again. And when it's like 33 degrees, and you're hovering over a hot engine and exhaust pipe, it's not that much fun down here, but I suppose that's the way it is. So, down here. Let's see what joys the way to stand in and up it goes. That's the weed hatch stopper for want of a better word. And then just get your hand in the canal time and it. But, you know, just get your foot in that side of that. Fuck me. Sorry about the swearing. Hot exhaust pipe. Sizzling hot exhaust pipe, I might add. Nice. It's always like plastic bags that cause the issue. The actual weed itself tends to be able to break it up. It's plastic bags and stuff here. That fell off. Yeah, plastic, always. Yeah, another one. Oh, yeah. Okay. Cloth as well, t-shirts, bits of clothing and stuff. Then, of course, all the sticks and weed and that get wrapped around in it. And that's when you get your work cut out. And it just drags it round and around the prop. You get your ball and it gets bigger and bigger until you can't go anywhere. Bit of a rooty thing there as well. A big ball of stuff. There we go. That's about the last of it. A bit more plastic. There we go. That's it. Clean it. Clean again. Right. So get this back in. This back on. Tighten up. Didn't take too long, that one. Hat on. Didn't need the pond gloves for that one. Wasn't too disgusting or cold. Just and the water's freezing cold there. Lovely out because they're like spray fleas lined. And then up here. And then switch the engine on, give it a bit of revs to make sure it's not leaking. Here I am again. Oh, you've lost me. But just to make sure it's not leaking, give it a quick burst of revs, because if that was leaking, there's every possibility, that you'll flood your engine bay, and that's not very funny. So, start the engine, keep going. No leaks, that's enough for me. Shut the ashes, and onwards and upwards. It's not really upwards, is it? Must be flatwards. Really, because we ain't got no locks to do, so it must be flatwards. Right, nice and steady out of here. Have a drink of water actually. Let's hope before we set off. Right. First of all, to get the alternator going. We're off again. Round the junction, I'll put you forward so you can see. Take it nice and steady around here. Hopefully you won't pick up any more things around the prop. If you happen to catch a t-shirt or a plastic bag floating in the water, I'm afraid that just goes around it. But stuff that's on the bottom, unless you stir it up, the better chance you've got. Just get a bit, just up to there, come on, keep going. When it goes narrow like this, it's only very slow anyway, because there's not enough water really to pull the boat along. The displacement and all that is so much. Hopefully coming out the end of it, we'll pick a bit of speed. Get ourselves around the junction, turn to the right and head towards Wolverhampton. I think we were chatting last night as well, we're probably not going to do Tipton in the Black Country Museum now. I think we'll probably go straight down the Walsall locks while they're still, not the Walsall, they're closed. The Wolverhampton locks while they're still open. So we'll go down the Wolverhampton flight and out onto the Staffs and Worcester Canal, then across to the Trent Mersey. Because with all this dry weather, unfortunately what happens is that canals run out of water. Yeah, a big lump of water over there, full of weed though. Yeah, ginger fisherman forgotten pond job. Oh, sorry mate, I've seen it there. Sorry. If I'd have seen it, I would have stopped. There's no going fast along here. All right. Yeah. You have to carp? Yeah. Did ya? Oh, that's a shame. I was by Minworth, got a carp there at the canal, and got one as well at Fazeley Junction as well. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. I'll try not to mess it up too much for you. Yeah. Yeah. every couple of 100 yards I fish as well, and it was, we were up there. It's just forget it, man. Just every time you pull it in, it's full of weed. Yeah.
Just waiting to pick the kids up and then I'll be back tonight.
Oh, nice. Well, good luck.
22, it's the biggest.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a good size. Well, good luck. You can see that fisherman's line there. I thought he was fishing out in the. I thought he'd be fishing out into the junction here, but he wasn't. He set his beeper off. There we go, on the road again. Right, that's the junction done, so well, I'll have to edit that bit out because it's 14 minutes long, so I have to try and keep my videos down to a sensible length, because people never watch them all. Right, so this is quite a difficult bit of the canal here. It's very weedy, and as you can see, a lot of the surface blanket weed on the water as well, and it all gets wrapped around your prop, and lots of rubbish in the canal. Unfortunately, that's the human scourge of the canals, isn't it? And you know, finished with that, chuck it in the canal, gone. Yeah, lots of rubbish in here, lots of weed, and lots of trips down the weed hatch. But anyway, it's a shame the canal's in the state it's in, but it's really interesting driving through these suburbs and seeing what they're like. And when we're at the other end, we'll be glad we've done it. So it was slow going up the canal, but all in all, a few bursts of reverse and forwards, like to clear the prop out, but although it was weedy on the top, underneath was pretty clear, so yeah, we did quite well. It's, like I say, slow going, it's not one if you're in a rush, but just in front of me I can see the CRT point where we're going to moor up for the night, and there's not another boat in sight that's moving, so I'll chat with the CRT guy and he said you can stay there, so we can stay here, so we shall. And yeah, it was a nice afternoon cruise, wasn't it, Sylv?
It has been, yeah. It's pleasantly surprising considering all the things are here.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were told this morning it was in really bad repair by somebody in a shop, and it's been one of the easiest ones we've done, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, easiest ones.
It's not easy, but anyway. I mean, it's not at all in the hard bracket that we were thinking, isn't it?
Yep. Okay, so just going to moor up here and go fishing. I think I'll have some dinner and go fishing. So this will be home for the night. So mooring up and catch you tomorrow.